have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah, get that money.
He'll pick up either 15, 20 mil.
He was a highly respected champion.
Still
He
is.
dominated the sport.
Yes.
Greatest defensive fighter ever. And you're going to stoop to this?
Yep.
Netflix has given Mayweather some financial advances, and we're talking millions of dollars. I don't know exactly, but when I threw out a figure, they said it's even higher than what I threw out. I threw out multiple millions of dollars. That Netflix has provided some money. That Floyd apparently has taken the contracts that he's had and has gone to a lender and said, "Look, I'm going to be earning all of this money. Here's the signed contract proving so." And then that the lender has given him some cash up front based on that as well. So he's basically taken these numerous advances on the earnings that he's going to take. And
it's just the truth. Floyd is so badly hurting for money that this is the stuff he's doing. Knowingly signing contracts for a pro fight just to go and publicly undermine it while taking a cash advance.
I mean, whether you're flying on private jets or you're staying at first-class hotels or you're, buying expensive jewelry and cars and bags and you name it.
Netflix is reportedly taking legal action against Floyd Mayweather Jr. after he allegedly backed out of the Manny Pacquiao fight. Journalist Lance Pugmire says Floyd already accepted millions in advances, so legally withdrawing now could place him in serious trouble.
Numerous advances on the earnings that he's going to take. And look, as we look at this situation, guys, it strikes me that we know how precious Floyd's O is on his record. He's 50-0, unbelievable career. Congratulations on everything you've accomplished. But he's also, it appears to be in financial straits. And the two great loves of his life, money and that zero, are conflicting with each other right now. And he's in a pickle. He's in dire straits, so to speak. And how this exactly is going to play out, you would imagine that Floyd Mayweather will come to his senses and say, "Look, I have no choice but to participate in this fight. I've got to be at my best and win this fight to keep that O going."
The Fight Hype tweeted, "Nope, it's not still on and I got all the receipts, but I won't speak on it until this day is over. Don't want people thinking this is a joke. By the way, who gave Ian my number, and why is he calling me? He should be more concerned about calling the guy who's scamming him." The message shows they have proof but are waiting before revealing more details about the situation. Wade Plemons says the Daisy and Logan Paul fight situations are clear examples, and if Floyd tries to scam Netflix in the same way, he will surely face legal consequences.
Demanded that they pay him some insane amount of money or he wasn't going to fight Deji while he was at the venue. And they wanted to change gloves and do all this stuff. And I think they actually did it. They paid Floyd to do it. And I've seen this with a bunch of his exhibitions. And obviously we know about the Logan Paul situation, how Floyd shopped his fight to a different company after essentially scamming royalty like Prince whoever in Dubai and stole his money. This is insane. Now he's trying to do it to Netflix. Oh yeah, he's 100% about to get sued because Team Pacquiao says Floyd Mayweather signed 3 contractual agreements for a professional fight against Pacquiao. 3 separate agreements. They also claim Floyd Mayweather has been paid for signing these 3 agreements and has also taken out a cash advance payment on his purse for the fight. They also say Floyd Mayweather is officially in breach of contract for publicly stating this fight.
No smoke boxing, stated X. Manny Pacquiao warns Floyd Mayweather he'll face a lot of problems from Netflix promoters and sponsors if he tries to back out of their signed September rematch. The statement highlights rising tension around the contract situation and possible consequences. Teddy Atlas says Floyd Mayweather's gambling habits and reckless spending caused him to lose a significant portion of his fortune over time. Joe Rogan notes that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was boxing's biggest star for over a decade. But poor financial decisions and lack of adjustments led to avoidable long-term money problems.
Floyd spends money like it's a tap. Like he's got a tap, just like unlimited amount of money. Money's just flowing. And even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made as much, if not more money than any boxer ever, like there's all these lawsuits. Like he hasn't been paying things and he owes money on this and owes money on that. And it's like, and then he's got to come out of retirement.
Tasha Kay explains that even when Floyd Mayweather Jr. appears extremely wealthy, the reality can be more complex as large earnings do not always guarantee financial security due to hidden obligations and expenses.
See somebody like Floyd Mayweather, that's the oldest in the book, y'all. Y'all know. When y'all see somebody flogging money everywhere, they got this, they got that, they got this. Was it Gervonta Davis? Tank told us 2 years ago that the reason they held Floyd Mayweather, you can put it back on the screen, captive, in Dubai is because he had owed them money and they wouldn't release him until he announced the fight to give them their money back. You know they do that over there in Dubai, right? You ain't going nowhere if you owe a debt. He was trapped over there for almost 2 months, according to Gervonta. They shared the same manager, Al Layman, who collected money in cash because Floyd Mayweather gave him a power of attorney to do so. And so when Floyd went down there and sued Showtime, he's suing Showtime, the company, the network, that publicizes these.
Analyst Fannin explained that the real controversy began the moment Floyd Mayweather Jr. accepted an advanced payment from Manny Pacquiao's side. According to him, that payment was not simply a gesture of interest or a routine deposit. It was made with a clear understanding that Mayweather had committed himself to participating in a legitimate professional bout. In other words, once the money changed hands, the expectation was that the fight would move forward as an official and serious contest. Fannin pointed out that any uncertainty over whether the bout should be considered official became Mayweather's responsibility only after he had already accepted the advance.
Manny Pacquiao's people took an advance, right, which is money, against the fight with Manny. Watch this. He took an advance in that fight. He said, okay, I'll fight Manny, but I need an advance. After he got the advance, to my understanding, there then became an issue of whether or not the fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd would be an exhibition or whether it would be a real fight. Now, let me tell you why there's a value in that for Manny Pacquiao. Because Manny Pacquiao wants to get his get back in the ring, a real fight with Floyd. He also, for Floyd, what's at risk is his undefeated record. Because Manny Pacquiao has been a relatively active fighter, more active than Floyd has against actual world-class fighters. That's not what Floyd's been doing. Now, after the deal is done, now there's a debate or an issue about whether it's going to be an exhibition or whether it is going to be a real.
Before that, the agreement was based on the belief that both sides were aligned on the nature of the event once questions about the legitimacy of the fight surfaced. The issue no longer rested with Pacquiao's team because they had already fulfilled their part by providing the financial guarantee. He further explained that this shift created a major problem for Pacquiao, who entered the agreement expecting the benefits that come with a real fight, official recognition, financial returns, and the competitive value of the matchup itself. If those expectations are no longer met, then Pacquiao's side is left without the benefit they originally bargained for, turning the situation into a serious contractual dispute.
Bringing this up, at least that is the contention of Manny Pacquiao. He only brought that issue up after he got the advance. So if he got an advance, he put money in his pocket that he needed in his pocket. And then after that, he's going to switch up and say, no, I don't want to have an exhibition. I don't want to have a real fight. I want to have an exhibition. And as a result, he's depriving Manny Pacquiao of the benefit of the bargain that Manny gave him when he got that advance. Because the advance is there because Manny agreed, assuming that it was going to be a real fight, not an exhibition, because there's no reason between these two guys to have an exhibition for 3 rounds and waste a bunch of people's money where there's nothing on the line, which means Manny can't get his get back and Floyd keeps his 50-0. So it looks like Floyd's trying to get slick and switch it up. And at the same time, Floyd did something.
Business mogul 50 Cent had already anticipated this situation years earlier, warning that Floyd Mayweather Jr. could eventually run into financial trouble because of the way he spends money. According to him, it was not a sudden prediction, but something clearly visible from Floyd's lifestyle choices at the time. He explained that Floyd's constant luxury spending, flashy lifestyle, and high-end habits would slowly drain his wealth no matter how much money he earned. 50 Cent emphasized that earning massive amounts does not guarantee long-term stability if money is not managed properly. In his view, Floyd's pattern of spend fast, earn fast would eventually catch up with him.
Cent literally said this 6 years ago, and I'm gonna play it for you. 6 years ago. So 6 years ago, this is what 50 Cent said, and it's kind of hard to argue with him. Roll the clip.
So, like, we got issues over anger. He's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money?
And it took, it's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone, trust me. Now it's like, you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that act.
The discussion highlighted how critics often dismissed 50 Cent's comments as hate, but he insisted it was a realistic financial observation rather than personal criticism. He believed that even a fighter like Floyd Mayweather Jr., despite being one of the highest-paid athletes in boxing, is still vulnerable if expenses keep rising without control. He further suggested that a lifestyle built on constant spending, appearances, and entertainment pressure can force anyone back into earning situations repeatedly. According to him, money is powerful, but only lasts when handled wisely. Otherwise, even billion-level earnings can fade over time.
You think Floyd coming back to the ring, he said this 6 years ago. 50 said, I think he got to because the money gone. And then the host is like, what? How did he make $1 billion basically and the money is gone? How is the money gone? And 50 was like, I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not going to go into depth about it. But with that lifestyle that he live in, that flashy stuff, he'll be eager to do club hosting and get cashed out.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
Fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
What you think? It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
Fight, get the money, spend the money.
According to the report, the fight situation involving Floyd Mayweather Jr. is still ongoing, and multiple sources are confirming that the bout has not been officially canceled. The commentator says he has all the receipts, but will not reveal anything yet until the day ends to avoid making the situation look like a joke. He also questions why an individual named Ian, reportedly linked to Netflix, is contacting him instead of addressing the person allegedly involved in the scam. The discussion suggests the situation is becoming more serious day by day, with claims that Floyd's actions may be driven by financial pressure. The analyst argues that Floyd has resorted to questionable business decisions and aggressive money-making tactics, which some describe as scamming behavior. It is also mentioned that the fight was scheduled for Netflix on September 19th and remains officially active, with Floyd reportedly in breach of contract. Concerns are raised about his ongoing legal issues, including a lawsuit with Showtime, making the situation even more complicated.
I think that's somebody involved with Netflix. I think. I don't want to report that and not know it, but this person that Fight Hype is talking about, I think is someone involved with who is getting scammed there. But there's no receipts, anything like that. But this is getting, Deontay Wilder by the day, dude. I can't believe that Floyd has gone this far. It has to be a money thing, dude. It really does. Like when I said that Floyd was going broke, or at least that he was financially unstable, people were like, oh, he's got more money than you. What are you talking about? And I wasn't even trying to be mean with it. It's just a fact of the matter that Floyd has turned to the most insane business practices and downright scamming in some cases to get money that he hasn't even earned. And this looks like another example, except he's doing it in broad daylight to Netflix. Crazy. Andreas Hale also wrote a story on this. It was supposed to be on September 19th on Netflix.
Coach Malachi explains that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is currently facing a serious legal dispute with claims that around $340 million was allegedly taken or mismanaged through various financial dealings. He suggests that the situation is not only about contracts and business agreements, but also about long-term financial behavior and personal money management. At the same time, Malachi points out that Floyd's lifestyle may have contributed to these issues. He highlights that Floyd is widely known for heavy spending, luxury purchases, and a high-profile lifestyle that includes significant gambling and expensive habits.